And the human nature is that whether it's people in China or Singapore, Australia, where I've been, or Latin America, America, continental Europe, everybody wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be fed. Everyone wants to feel secure. Everyone wants to have recognition, right? There are some essential human requirements that we all live with, right?
Yeah.
What differs is how we all believe we're going to get those, and to some degree, the priority of each of those things. So, in certain societies, we talk about in the West, we're driven by guilt. And in Asia, people are driven by shame.
Really. So, I mean, because I think I'm using, I guess, the idea of education, because in the Western society, there's guilt associated with not getting into Harvard or getting to Stanford, because of some sort of reason. But in Asia, I know that it's extremely so cutthroat there that Chinese students are like working 24/7 to get into those schools. And if they don't, then their parents are very shameful. They're very shameful. Like it's that kind of dynamic of if
Yeah.
I don't do this, I'm a failure because that's what society tells them.
Yeah. And this comes down, the root cause of this is religion, right? Because in the West, in Christian-based societies, we have a belief in judgment, right? And we have a belief that God is watching. But in Buddhist and Taoist societies and Confucian societies of Asia, that deity doesn't exist, right? It's about what you have inside and about the family unit being the building block of
Yeah,
society,
we learned
right?
that like we learned about Confucianism in that in my Mandarin class, definitely.
Yeah. So our societies, and obviously in Africa, there's a tribal, spiritual dimension, which is different
Yeah.
again, right? So each society is addressing the human condition from different perspectives. And that's where we then get the outgrowths, because civil society, politics, culture, religion, commerce, and so on, these are manifestations of the spiritual
Hmm.
fundamentals of society.